Hello and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today it's raining. We've just had a big storm. It's raining all day today, so we're in the garage. And I thought what I'd do is, because I've mentioned it before, I'm not a season rider. In other words, if I can get out, I'll get out. But in order to do that, you've got to have the right clothing on. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what I wear. So if you're interested in that, and you're interested in, once I've shown you what I wear, how this time of year now when it's wet and cold, I stick with the winter jacket. The summer jacket is then cleaned, prepped and ready for when we get good weather, and I'll go through that with you as well. But before we do all that, let's roll that intro. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go through just a couple of the jackets that I would wear and when I would wear them. So of course this time of year we're December, kind of mid-December-ish, and we've had a massive storm. It's cold, it's blowing a gale, it's raining almost every day. Luckily, if you look at the last video, we got some sun and that was the end of November, but now we're in the rain. So what I'm going to show you first is the jacket that I use for the winter time. Hopefully you can see this. This is the RST Pro Series and it's classed as the Sin Aqua, which I think, if I'm right, is Spanish for without water. Okay, so with that, it's a textile jacket and it's fully waterproof. It has air vent zips on the arms and also up on the shoulders. Oops, I'll get that in a second. Up on the shoulders and the same here on the chest. So you can open these up if it gets too warm. But like I say, I wear this for the winter time, so it wouldn't be something that I would be venting probably. It's fully armoured. Elbows, shoulders and back protector, although I don't wear a back protector most of the time, because if you look underneath this jacket I have the Helite airbag vest. So fully armoured, and it's fully lined, so for the winter time I always get a jacket that's a little bit bigger than I need, so I can put stuff underneath to keep warm, because I intend wearing it when I go out. There isn't much in the way of maintenance with this thing, certainly for the first few years. The last one I think I had for about 10 years, and it only started to let water in the last 12 months of its life, and would be quite practical if you just wanted to use it when it wasn't raining. So this one now I'm hoping is going to do the same thing, and at 64 I'd say if this lasts me 10 years, I don't know whether I'd want another new jacket or maybe just summer use of a bike. 74, I'm hoping I'll still be riding. Anyway, so that is the RST Sin Aqua. It's the Pro Series, 100% waterproof. If it's anything like the one that I've had in the past, then all you've got to do with this is just wipe it down, get rid of the bugs off it, but you don't get many bugs this time of year, and you can go straight ahead and use it. With that, in the winter I wear these RST heated gloves. So they work off a battery which zips inside there. Once the battery's in, you can press this button, and eventually once you've pressed it, it'll come on red, and that's on the high setting. There's 3 settings on this. It's also got a little blade there for clearing the water off your visor. They are waterproof and they are warm, and if at any chance you have to put these on, especially if you've got heated grips as well, it can get fairly hot and too warm, to be honest. But anyway, that's the winter stuff. I have RST Sin Aqua trousers that zip into the bottom of this and make it like a full suit. It's exactly the same. The only thing is I wouldn't wear the trousers as much maybe, but I do wear them. And the whole suit together is 100% waterproof, and I would always wear leather waterproof boots to go with this system. Now, the other thing that I want to get onto is, I'll just move this out of the way, is this. And hopefully you can see it. This is my summer, or whenever it's not winter, jacket. And another RST blade. It's a leather jacket and fully armoured again, just like the others. It has a zip in the bottom, so if I wanted to, I've got RST leather trousers, I can zip it into this, or what I tend to do a lot of the time is wear a pair of armoured jeans and this on the top. Now what I'd like to do is just show you, before we go any further, how I give this a clean. And this is what I'm going to do to this today. Get the thing clean so that when I come to use it again in the spring or the summer, it's ready to go. Okay, so just bear with me and I'll switch you off, get the camera ready and get the stuff, and I'll show you exactly how I do this. Okay, so I've changed over the camera angle. I brought the lights in a little bit better so you can see the jacket, and hopefully you'll be able to see on here the fact that this has got some kind of dead things, bugs and stuff on it. I've probably seen more with the eye than it is actually on the camera, but hopefully you'll pick it up. And I'm just going to give you a quick idea. I'm not going to do the whole jacket obviously, but I'm going to give you a quick idea of what I do and how I use this stuff. So the first thing is I use this, and hopefully you can see that. I got this from a bike leather suppliers, and although it's probably hard to see there and pick it up, it's called EFAX and it's foreign. I think it's German if I'm not mistaken. Leder Rings Gun Spray. Leder Rings Gun Spray LC1. So you may or may not understand what I'm trying to say, because I don't. I'll give you another look and then you might be able to find it if you want to have a go at it. So I've got this, and there's not a lot left in this now. I use it a lot. But the idea is, first off, I get a little brush. So the brush then, just an ordinary black soft brush, the kind of thing your dad or your granddad would use to polish his shoes. I'm at that stage where I'm granddad material, and this is the kind of thing that I would use. So the first thing I would do before I sprayed any cleaner on it was just give it a quick rub down, and we'll just do this bit at the top here. A quick rub down just to make sure there's nothing loose on there, and then from that I would spray this stuff in there. So spray it on and just rub it on. It's very thin. This is for cleaning leather and conditioning in it, apparently. Now, I don't speak German, but that's what I was told when I bought it. So, I'll just do this other side while we're at it. Because I would end up doing this all over the jacket. And it doesn't take much, as you can see, to spray this on, leave it to soak a second, and then get the brush on it, clean it off. Now, sometimes there's a bigger bug than normal. Okay, so with that done, the next job is I get a cloth, nice clean cloth, and I'm just going to rub over this, make sure again that everything, all the bugs and stuff has come off it. Same on this side. And then the next bit that will keep this in really good nick until I come to use it again. And if it gets really bugged up during the summer, then I just go through the same thing. So what I'm going to use now, Motul Perfect Leather MC Care M3. I'll show you this stuff if you're interested. I got this from the local car motorbike dealers. Motul. Okay, so this is more like a cream, so we'll give it a shake. Use the same cloth, it's not going to do any harm. And then all I'm going to do is pour a drop on there, and then rub this in where I've just cleaned. I tend to try and avoid the fabric, neoprene or whatever it is, the stretchy stuff on the arms. I don't want to put this cream on here, on these bits, but the rest of it, everywhere else, can get some of this. And it's the same on this side. And then I'd just leave that as it is. If I was using it mid-season in the summer, I would probably leave that for a little while and then just give it another buff off with a cloth. But as it's going to be sat now, probably for a month or two, depending on the weather, I'll just leave that with the coat of that Motul cream. It's like a leather, perfect leather, cleans, restores and protects leather. So with that stuff you can then put it on there, and I would leave it. Now I'm going to do the whole jacket and then I'm going to hang this up, and with that, of course, I would, no heated gloves, I would go back to a pair of summer gloves, full leather, knuckle protection, scaphoid protection, which I think is that bit there. So it's got that on it. It's also got the ability to use the fingertip for the phone and anything else. Okay, so that's my summer gloves. So I hope you've enjoyed what we've just gone through. I know it's nothing major, but a lot of people either don't know or maybe just get a jacket and use it. This is what I do. I definitely think it's worth doing. A winter jacket so that you're not going to ruin your jacket. This is if you're riding all winter and summer. So, and then the summer jacket is perfect then for when it's too warm and you don't need that big heavy jacket on for the winter. All right, well, I'm glad you could be with me on this miserable wet day. I've got this done and hopefully it might help somebody out. If not, it's going to give you a little bit of a something to watch when you're sat at home and Corrie's on the telly. All right, speak to you soon. Don't forget, subscribe if you can to that channel. We are growing and I'm really pleased about it. If you've already subscribed, thank you. And we'll speak to you again soon. So be careful, be good, and we'll see you on the road.